Alright, so we've been talking about the beginning, where to start from. Slow tempo, how to make the time move, how to generate the time. Okay? Let's move on for a moment to medium tempos. Now, concepts is what I like to talk about first. Independence is all, going to arrive, and you'll have a lot to do with that, a lot of different things to do with independence. But a good thing to remember about emanating the time is you have to conceptually understand how the phrasing works. Okay? So, when you're doing medium tempo stuff, you're going to probably notice that the phrasing gets more compressed. Okay? It's going to be harder to do really open triplet kind of things because the tempo is just going to squeeze all the notes together. It's important to realize that. So 1, 2, 2. So when you go even faster, of course the notes become even more compressed, and it sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it's not like you have much choice about making it open. The way you make it open is through the phrasing, through the 3-bar cycle phrasing. You have to watch those videos to understand what I'm talking about here. So I just want to review now some really basic concepts about why you have 2 ride cymbals. Okay, one ride cymbal. Well, I have 3 here, but these are the 2 main rides. This gives me another color. Okay, so this ride cymbal will be my main ride cymbal. This one I change on for different soloists. If I'm playing with piano and sax, I might want to play a different cymbal behind each soloist to give more color, to give more texture to the music. I don't stay on one ride the whole song behind every solo. So these 2 cymbals have particular functions. This one is more open, this one is more dry. Okay, I do have the sizzles on here. It sounds good for ballads, also with the sizzle. But that's the functions. Okay, this one just gives me another texture. The bell is a little louder here. That's the function. All right, this is a effect cymbal, beautiful China type. I designed these cymbals here. This is a prototype by Mark Love over at Sabian, and it's also very beautiful. So the thing to remember is when you're going to change cymbals, do it with a purpose. Don't just change randomly. Stay within the structure of the music when you're going to change. Okay, make sure you're understanding conceptually the function of when to change cymbals. Okay, now another concept here, the hi-hat. The hi-hat used to be just the timekeeper, always 2 and 4, 2 and 4, but in the more modern times it has become another limb that expresses vocabulary. So it's a good idea when you're doing your independence exercises to include hi-hat work, independence stuff with the hi-hat. So, to independence. Independence, real basic stuff, okay? On the handout that you have upbeats and downbeats. So the first way I would do it is like this. Just time on the ride and the hi-hat. And just downbeats with the left hand, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, downbeats with the bass drum. Everything you do with your hand, you want to do with your feet as well at these tempos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Next, you have a huge variety of things that you have in your PDF handout. You're going to have to just sit there and work that out. Just one quick thing, alternating that exercise between snare and bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. The opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, real simple stuff. It's going to get harder and harder. Please make sure you check out the PDF files for all the independent stuff. Okay. Another conceptual thing I want to talk about is how to play these cymbals. The cymbals, you have several different basic sounds. Okay, you have the tip of the stick on the cymbal. You have the neck, which you do your panging off of. You have a swipe. You can hold the cymbal down. Also, many things you can do with the cymbals. You're gonna have to experiment with the sounds and see maybe how I play, see how I'm playing. Some of your favorite players, how they get the sound out of the cymbal, and try to copy that at first. These are excellent cymbals, so it's kind of easy to get the sound out of them. But at the same time, you have to have an awareness of how to play them, because they're not meant to be bashed. Not meant to, like rock cymbals. You bash them. These are very delicate instruments, and to know how to play them to bring out the color is important. So what I do is I have a gentle approach. I have two approaches. I have a gentle approach, and I basically keep this kind of a level playing. I don't go up too high because I want to control the sound. Okay. Now on this cymbal, I can be a little more aggressive because it's drier. If you have a dry cymbal and an open cymbal, it's a really great idea. So this cymbal I can be a little more aggressive with. But it also sounds great at a low level. Okay? It's all about touch, and what I would say about touch is this, that you play out of the cymbal, not into it. Okay? If you play into the cymbal, get a different sound. If you play out of it, the cymbal kind of opens up. I don't know if you can hear that on this recording, but it's definitely audible when you play live. Okay? 1, 2, 2.